Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my video. I am going to finally do an empties video. What I used to do is my monthly favorites and then my monthly empties. And I'll do that every single month. But ever since I added Sandy out to my favorites, I just didn't want to make it super long and talk about other stuff that didn't have anything to do with our favorites. So I just kind of like put that to the wayside. And I actually have a lot of stuff now. So I hope you guys are patient and are ready for the billion-and-one things I have in this bag. This might be super bright. I'm still playing with the settings, so sorry. You know, like under the bathroom, you have all your girly stuff and like lotions and potions. I just went through it and finally emptied some stuff out. So in there were just a bunch of moisturizers. So I have this sunscreen, and this Olay moisturizer. I'm really bad with moisturizing, and I'm also not that great at sunscreen because I don't really go out like every single day. I kind of like staying away from the sun just because it gives me headaches. I don't like the feeling. I don't like being hot. Anyways, I won't be repurchasing this, especially because I don't go through them. They expire after a year, and in Chicago it only gets summer like 1 month out of the year. No, it's like 3 months maybe, but I never go through one, so I won't be buying this size again. I'll probably buy any kind of small size so that I don't waste anything. Next is this Dr. Bronner's like soap. It's like it's just a soap, and what it does, it has like all these natural ingredients, and I actually use this for my makeup brushes. So I usually will put it into some little container. I'm only using this, but like a container like this, or maybe smaller, and then like dip my brush in, swivel, dip my brush in, swivel, and then but I went through the whole thing. It took me a while because I wasn't washing my personal brushes that often, but I finally went through it, and I actually just purchased a bigger bottle. Same scent. I like the lavender scent the best. Yeah, I have a new one already. Then I went through a Mario Badescu botanical body soap. So I actually went to the makeup show last November, I think it was, and I needed something for my skin because I was prepping for my wedding, and I was breaking out a lot on my chest area because I was working out a ton, and it was like a whole thing. So anyway, I needed suggestions on what kind of body wash I should be using that's more like for acne fighting. And the girl suggested this one. Now, I don't know, I didn't really make a difference, I guess. I was showering a ton, I felt like that made a difference. There's nothing unique about this particular product that made me feel like it was working, so I won't buy this again, but it was nice to know that at least mentally I felt better about my breakouts. But yeah, honestly, I don't remember it working like amazing, or it didn't clear it up right away. It just was just there, so yeah, I'm not gonna buy this again. Then I went through this micellar water. This is the cleansing one for waterproof makeup. It removes waterproof makeup, and what I do with this is I use my makeup eraser, which is that piece of cloth, almost like terry cloth, different, I don't even know what kind of fabric it is, but I pour it like on a little spot of it, and then I kind of rub my eye, make it work in, and then my waterproof mascara starts to kind of disappear and break down, and then it gets out every little bit of waterproof mascara, which I really like about this one. It feels super gentle, it's not super oily, it doesn't leave all this extra residue, it doesn't leave me feeling greasy afterwards, and after I do that, then I wash my face and I feel better. So I do have a backup, and it's in my bathroom, but this stuff is amazing. I really love it. I didn't go through this, I actually just repackaged it into this. This is the L'Oreal spray, infallible spray, and I just repackaged it into the Fix Plus because I like the way, you know, it sprays like finer. I don't like this bottle. The one thing I was confused about is like, why is it so milky? I did this in one of my last videos. I'm like, do you guys know this was milky? That's so interesting. It doesn't keep makeup longer, it doesn't make it look extra dewy, it just kind of adds some moisture back into your skin. Then one thing I used up is this Clinique Take the Day Off. I actually got this as a perk the last time I went to Sephora. I happened to be in South Beach when I was at a Sephora, and I didn't have any makeup removers with me because I couldn't bring that big old bottle of the Garnier one, so I was like, you know what, just give you those makeup wipes. I don't remember loving them. They were just okay. They smelled very like strong, like alcohol. Yeah, they just like felt like medicine. Almost more like it just felt really strong, and I really didn't want to put them around my face, and they were just okay, to be honest. I finally got through another True Match L'Oreal concealer. I really like this one. This is the color 4 to 5. It's light medium. I go through this one often. This is like my everyday kind of concealer. I like it because it's just like super easy to use. It's like an everyday. It adds a lot of coverage, but it doesn't make it super cakey, and it lasts a solid amount of time. So I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase this quite yet because I do have some concealers I have to get through. I really do like it, and if you're looking for like a drugstore concealer that's just kind of solid and easy but doesn't last all day and just something like in the middle ground, this is a really great one to buy. I miss it when I don't use it, but I mean, what I did is I actually took out the rubber like little stopper and then scooped it out with my my little scooper, the little spatula. Like I was using all of it. Then I'm getting rid of this Lash Sensational mascara. I don't remember this one, but what's funny is that I actually have one in my collection right now. I like this one. It's really good. It coats all the lashes, so I don't need to repurchase it quite yet, but nothing like unique was about it. I like this one for putting on like mascara on top. It really coats them black, but it doesn't do anything unique for my lashes, so I just like it as a mascara to put before my lashes. Okay, next is this MAC mixing medium. I used to use this for my kit. It's a face and body mixing medium. So the way it works is you pretty much can make almost any foundation, liquid or cream, into a face and body type of formula because of this mixing medium. What I usually do in my personal collection is I actually just use the actual face and body and mix it with other foundations to make it more dewy and light and just sheer. If you don't want to commit to a color, you can always use this, which is why I put it in my kit. Now that I have airbrush, I don't really need this because my airbrush kind of gives that like dewy finish naturally, so I don't really need this anymore, but I did really like it while I had it, and I loved the way it made foundation look on the skin, on specific skin types. So if you're looking for something maybe to sheer out your foundations or even to manipulate some of your like more heavy duty foundations, this might be a really good option for you. You can get it at the pro stores, at MAC, or you can shop online through the pro like sections, and you don't need a pro card for it or anything like that. Next on my empties is this Real Techniques Beauty Blender. This just was ripping up so much, and I don't know why. I find that these, the more that you wash them and you kind of work them and like, you know, massage them, they tend to kind of like peel a little bit and have little like bits come off, like for real. I just love using them in my kit though. They're super convenient because I have that sharp edge in the corner, but they have a softer edge with the point. I really do like these sponges a lot in my kit, but this one needed to go because I just could not have this like grimy looking, I mean obviously it was used, but I could just not have this grimy ripped up one in my kit. That looks bad for business, girl. Then I went through a NYX micro pencil for my brows. I go through these all the time. I really like them. And I have a backup, and then I have another backup that's in my backup section. Recently though, I've been using the Anastasia brow powder. I'm so bummed right now because the promotion on Ulta was like literally half price, and I snoozed on it, and I was so mad because I was kind of looking out for it. But it's okay, I'll just wait because there's so much left. But that's what I have on my brows right now, and I forget how good the powder is. It's super dark and intense. But anyways, so I haven't been using this a ton, but this is just pretty much my go-to brow pencil, and I like to keep backups of this. I need 2 backups at a time. The next thing that I'm getting rid of, I was a little like, I don't know why, like it's not working the way I wanted to. It's the LA Girl yellow concealer. So I actually liked it a lot for the color. I put a little bit underneath my eyes, like a very, very, very small amount. Then I would shear it out with my finger, and then I'd put on the concealer on top, and then the Laura Mercier powder on top. And it did brighten up that little area that sometimes tends to get gray a little bit. I don't have super dark circles, but there's just a little bit of something there that tends to kind of mix with the concealer and the natural color and pigment underneath. So this was like a nice little like in between, like to sandwich the colors and the pigments on top. But there was something weird about this formula, and I don't know if it's just this one in particular, because I really think it was just this one, because my other concealers don't do this. There was just something in it that was like flaking, it was like crystallizing. I've never heard anybody talk about it before or have this issue. Yeah, but long story short, there was just something off about the texture of the product inside of it, and I was so bummed because I did like it. So maybe I'll just stop by the store and get another one. Honestly, they're $3, so it's not the end of the world, but I do want to try another one. This little sucker was just being dead. And then I have a lipstick. This is High Tea I used to, I can't show you the color because I used all of it. I had part of it in my kit and then I would use the rest of it. And I finally went through it, and it's just a nice shiny color. It's almost like a frost. Is it a frost actually? No, it's a luster, but it looks like a frost on me and my lips. It's very champagne-y, very like, it looks like I'm putting like highlighter on my lips. I won't buy this again because honestly I don't love the finish. I think a gloss does the same thing, but I have my back to back. Then the next lipstick and last product is Midi Mauve. Midi Mauve is beautiful. What I did is I just needed to add it to my kit. Midi Mauve is a really beautiful color. I'm just going to hopefully show you. It's just like a real, oh, I love this color. It reminds me of syrup. It's just a really solid like mauve color, and it's called Midi Mauve. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm gonna make sure to get a backup of that. But to be honest, I have a lot of lipsticks that look like this, so maybe I won't. But Midi Mauve is a really pretty color. If you're looking for like a natural, neutral pink, nude type of color, try Midi Mauve. It might be a really great option for you, especially because you don't really need a gloss on top. It's very wearable at the office, or you know, on a simple date night, or maybe you're meeting the parents for the first time. You know, it's a very beautiful, flattering lip, and you don't really need to add a gloss on top of it, and you really don't have to look in the mirror to wear it. Those are all my empties. Thank you guys for sticking with me to the very, very end. I know that was a long one. I tend to talk a lot throughout those videos, but I will have more empties in the future, and I'll have a separate video dedicated to just empties, and I'll keep my favorites with Sandy. If you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. I post videos twice a week and then vlogs on weekends. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next one. Bye! Hey! Filming. And I have empanadas in the oven. Yeah, the chimichurri didn't come out as like the way I wanted it to though, and I'm kind of bummed because the chimichurri, it just didn't come out right.